I've had it with these motherfucking Sith in this motherfucking Jedi temple. Palpatine, you're under arrest.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
Today on 5-Minute Reviews, we're reviewing the Clone Wars 50th Anniversary Black Series Mace Windu figure. And to start off with my thoughts on this figure, I think he looks really good. Like, he definitely captures the look they were going for. Obviously not extremely accurate to the cartoon. I mean, as myself, a 90s baby, I grew up with this. I remember watching this and thinking this cartoon was so cool. And then when it ended, being confused. So, for me, this holds a special place in my heart. Now, I'll start with his sculpt. For the head sculpt, they don't use the Clone Wars animated version of Mace Windu. Instead, they go for the Samuel Jackson face sculpt, and I think that's perfect. He has a nice, fine cloth for his back cloak and around his shoulders that I think looks wonderful and adds to his appearance. The inner cloak is a more rubbery plastic material with an actual utility belt on his, waist that you can actually feel. It's not just painted there. The boots have nice detail as well. As you can tell, they have a nice, protruding effect on them. So, I'm not disappointed. Even his gauntlets have, etched in effects. His shoulders look really good. They also flap up. And that chest armor plate looks really good on him. Now, if we're going to discuss his paint, I don't have any gripes with it. I think the skin tone captures what Samuel Jackson looked like during this time frame. I mean, if that even makes sense what I just said. I mean, you could say the paint on his outfit, but I think they pretty much match that as well. Now, for articulation, you've got a front and back, not a little bit of side to side in the head, not anything to write home about. You've got a simple bend at the shoulder right here. Same goes for this one as well. The legs extend out like this. Knee with a good extend. And it also bends in that way. You've got the swivel on the boot that makes it go up. So you can really pose this thing really well. I'm not disappointed in what I got for the money I paid. I paid around $16 for this figure, and I got about $16 worth of articulation. He's got a swivel at the torso. It makes me kind of nervous though. Good back lean, no front though. Yeah, okay. It's got a good front. It was just kind of stuck. The legs go about out like that. You can get a good T-shape with the arms. There's a slight butterfly, I believe, but his inner cloak kind of breaks that. If we're going over accessories, they don't really include much in this, because besides a lightsaber, if it's a Jedi, what else would I need besides maybe a communicator or a hologram? I don't hold these to the same standard I hold Marvel Legends, but maybe I should. You're given this nice Mace Windu lightsaber. I think it looks really good. The paint separation is nice. The detail on it looks really good. The only complaint I have is it's kind of bending. It just makes that issue even worse. You're given a nice purple blade, and honestly, I think this looks fantastic. Connect it in like this, obviously. Connection makes me nervous too. I never like the connection for these lightsabers. The lightsaber has a nice little clip here that goes on his belt. So my final thoughts on this figure, honestly, I don't really have a lot of complaints. He hits all the nails right on the head. For everything I'm looking for in a Star Wars Mace Windu kind of figure, I can't really have complaints with him because he's got average articulation. Now, I will say, I do think he could have better posability. The posability with Black Series Star Wars figures is always kind of iffy. It depends on the figure, but when I pose him up next to my Obi-Wan or my Darth Maul, he fits in just right, and I can't argue that he's not a nice addition to my collection. As an avid Star Wars fan and an avid fan of the original Clone Wars and the second Clone Wars cartoon, you'd be hard-pressed not to pick this up and add it to your collection, especially if you are tired of these motherfucking Sith in this motherfucking Jedi temple. Do me this favor. If you enjoy this series of the 5-Minute Reviews and you want to see more, like, share, or comment. Your input helps, and I could really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel so I can keep putting out weekly videos and reviews of figures that don't usually come with a lot of accessories or aren't on the higher end, but you're unsure if you want to add that to your collection and you don't want to watch a 20 to 15 minute video. Then I'm trying to cut that all down into a 5-minute series that you can actually kind of get a grasp on, is this figure worth the $15 or $20, or should I just go get the $50 to $100 version that's better? I'm trying to help bridge that gap for you.